Hey guys, today we're going to talk about tornadoes, what they are, and what do you do if there is one. So, what is a tornado? A tornado is a violent rotating column of air extending from a thunderstorm to the ground. The most violent tornadoes are capable of tremendous destruction with wind speeds of up to 300 miles per hour. That's really fast. They can destroy large buildings, uproot trees, and hurl vehicles hundreds of yards, so multiple football field lengths. They can also drive straw into trees, damage paths can be in excess of 1 mile wide to 50 miles long. In an average year, 1,000 tornadoes are reported nationwide. So, how do tornadoes form? Most tornadoes form from thunderstorms. You need warm, moist air from the Gulf of Mexico and cool, dry air from Canada. When these two air masses meet, they create instability in the atmosphere. A change in wind direction and an increase in wind speed with increasing height creates an invisible horizontal spinning effect in the lower atmosphere. Rising air within the updraft tilts the rotating air from horizontal, so from side to side, to vertical, so up and down. An area of rotation 2 to 6 miles wide now extends through much of the storm. Most strong and violent tornadoes form within this area of strong rotation. So here are some pictures of tornadoes. It's important to know that just because one tornado seems small and skinny, like the one on the left, and one is big and wide, like the one on the right, they all can be destructive. It just, depending on how fast the tornado is spinning, the small one on the left can actually be just as destructive, if not more destructive, than the big one on the right. If you look at the bottom picture, you can see all the dust and debris and stuff that the tornado is picking up and throwing around. That's not clouds, that's dirt and whatever the tornado is getting a hold of. So, when are tornadoes most likely to happen? Tornadoes can happen at any time of the year and at any time of the day. So in the southern states, so down like in Texas and Louisiana, the peak tornado season is from March through May. So they're in their peak tornado season right now. Peak times for for tornadoes in the northern states, so kind of where we're at, South Dakota, Minnesota, Iowa, Nebraska, are during the summer. So we're just about to head into our peak season. A few southern states have a second peak time for tornado outbreaks in the fall, so kind of right around the time we start school. Tornadoes are most likely to occur between 3 p.m. and 9 p.m., but they can happen at any time during the day. So, where do they happen most often? The geography of the central part of the United States, known as the Great Plains, so where we live, is suited to bring all of the ingredients together to form tornadoes. More than 500 tornadoes typically occur in this area every year, and it is why it is commonly known as Tornado Alley. So, Tornado Alley is this yellow part right here, and then the red part also includes other areas where tornadoes are common. So Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas, Nebraska, South Dakota, North Dakota, Iowa, Missouri, Arkansas, and Louisiana all make up Tornado Alley. So some common tornado lingo that you might hear on the news or see on the TV: a tornado watch. So that means that tornadoes are possible in the area, and you need to stay tuned to the radio or the TV and make sure you stay near the adult that you're with, whether you're at school or at home or just out in the community. Typically, if you're watching the TV, they broadcast like the tornado watches in yellow. Tornado warnings mean that either there already is a tornado on the ground or that the weatherman has detected on the radar that there either is a tornado or one is forming. So if you're in a tornado warning, which are typically displayed in red, you need to seek shelter. And typically with the tornado warnings, your local town will send out the tornado siren. If you can't remember what that sounds like, you can follow this link right here and you can listen to the tornado siren. So what to do if you're at home? Let's say you're at home and you hear the tornado sirens go off. If you have a basement, the best place for you to be is to go there. Find some sturdy shelf or furniture to be underneath, or if you can get underneath of the stairs, that's even better. If you don't have a basement, take cover in the center part of your house on the lowest floor. The best options are maybe a small room, or like I said before, under some sturdy furniture that probably won't move. Don't open the windows. It takes too much time and allows strong winds to enter the building. And make sure you try to stay away from windows and just take cover. Um, I know it's so cool to look out and maybe see the tornado or watch the lightning, but that is so unsafe and you need to be safe. So make sure you're as low to the ground and in the center part of your house. So what to do if you're at school or another public place like the store or maybe church? So you need to go to the pre-designated shelter area. At school, this is the gym. So we would go down to the gym. If you don't know where that is, say like you're at the grocery store or you're at church, get to a center hallway on the lowest floor. If you're at the store, I'm sure there will be an adult that can show you where to go as well. If you think that the building you're in is old or unsafe, you can move quickly to a newer building, or if it's not safe to go outside, just take cover out, or to go to a different building outside, just take cover outside on low protected ground. Be sure to stay out of auditoriums, and some gymnasiums, ours is small enough that it doesn't count. This is for a normal sized gym. And other structures with wide free-spanning roofs. These offer little protection since wide roofs can fall in during tornadoes. Also with our gym, we don't put all of our kids, we don't all go into the gym. Some students will stay out in the hallway. We kind of spread you guys out. So just make sure you stay with your teacher and your staff, and we'll make sure you get to the right spot. So if you're in the country, say you're going for a drive, and boom, there's a tornado. If you can, move away from the tornado's path, taking right angles. So turning straight right. If there isn't time to get out of the way, lie down flat in the nearest ditch or ravine. Don't go hide under an underpass. Don't hide in a culvert. And don't stay in the car. The tornado can throw the car and you can actually get hurt worse if you stay in the car. Like I was saying before, if you're in the car, don't try to outrun the tornado. Just make sure you're safe. Um, if you can get to a sturdy structure, make sure you can get there. But if you don't have time, get into the nearest ditch or something as low as you can until the tornado passes. Thank you guys. If you have questions, let me know.